The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger...
Oh, what a climb! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Neymar. He's in a great position here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
And this is Neymar. A lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. Mosquera. Neymar aims beyond the defence. He's had a shot! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And Quadrado! Loose ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Xabi Alonso. That's good running with the ball. Foot in. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Neymar. Plays a sharp little ball here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Bellingham.
Rijkaard.
Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? It's a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Quadrado gets into a good position. Great chance!
Rijkaard.
Is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And we'd like to inform you now that
Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Xabi Alonso. Chelsea come out this half, some shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! In he goes again. It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it.
He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And he's picked it up out wide. Serginho getting this one clear. So we've reached the hour mark. Beckham with bullish header! No mistake! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Chelsea get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's a throw.
Rijkaard.
Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Neymar. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Played back in. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared, distributed tidily. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Xabi Alonso. Oh, and the finish! And it's come back out to him. They've scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And they've got a throw. Great vision. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That's a sharp pass. Played out to the right. It's a promising position. And no, that was never going to make it. And he can clear it away. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Neymar. Carvajal got a long way forward to join the attack. Now this could be a chance.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Right card. Knocks it into space. Jordan Henderson. Solot. Bellingham. And that interception. And that's it. Chelsea perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
And if you
Any
do
reflections
have a
on what
chance
you've
today,
seen, Jim?
please take some
Well,
time
there
out
was
to
a
give your
distinct
support
lack
to
of
our better
clarity
team.
or...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose, slowly shifting the opposition from side to side. Once there is that little bit of space to work in, then the killer instinct usually kicks in, and he's able to deliver that decisive pass.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Tries from a long way out. Looking for options for movement. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. Now it's Cuadrado. Played in with purpose. And he's there. Chance! Great vision. Yamal picks it up out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Nice bit of trickery. He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Van Dijk with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. He might be in here. And a chance! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that really is so impressive.
The goal scorer after 25 minutes is number
Johor
18.
Tazim have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's cut it out. And he's there to get it away. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Now it's crossed into the middle. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's found support out wide, and the flag has stayed down. He's shifting through the gears here. And that should get the job done. Bellingham. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Alexander-Arnold plays it in.
Minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's a lovely, delicate pass. Nicely spread. Well played, well sorted. And there is the half-time whistle. Just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing
Please be
room that
reminded that
needs
drinking is
rousing
only
at
allowed in the
half-time
areas
because
shown
in
on this
truth
map.
they've
Thank
not
you
really
very
been
much
at
for
it
your
so far.
cooperation.
If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field, number 18. Coming on the field is number 99.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's about the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Big header! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well played to deal with that.
Yamal showing good feet. He's free, he has got space. Chelsea different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Out to the right. And that's going right the way across. And it's Hernandez.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Hernandez picks it up from the goal kick. Good ball over the top. It's out for a goal kick. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cuadrado, nicely weighted ball. Deep cross. He rises! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cuadrado chasing after it. And it's Grealish. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Alexander-Arnold has got himself a free kick. Bellingham makes the interception. Now it's Grealish. Van der Ven wins the duel this time.
Johor Darul Tazim surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Alisson claims it without any fuss.
They're failing with the very quality that should be delivered with more intent.
It's a promising position.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Johor Darul Tazim nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Looking for the run. Cuadrado gets into a good position. Cuadrado crosses. Solid! Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Lukaku. Number 20, coming on the field, number 10, Cavani. Number 7, Beckham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the new... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Nakata has it out wide and in space. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's an imaginative pass. Looking for a runner. A header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Good effort from distance. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Guardiola wins the duel this time. Chelsea yet to have an attempt on goal. Alexander-Arnold. Guardiola pinches it off him.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase.
And he's had a hit! Oh, my word! thing. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Deep cross. Crossed in again.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Ball driven towards... Big header! It's bounced back off the post. Hazard getting this one clear. Short changes him with that pass. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Nakata kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a searching pass. Looking for options for movement. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Guardiola looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's picked his way through. Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! And he's gone looking for safety. Chelsea do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He's a sharp little ball here. Looking to go deep.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, he's gifted it to the... Beckham! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Cavani. Beckham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold climbs up big! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Alexander-Arnold. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. Now the delivery. Bayer claims it without any fuss. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, that's a key interception.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Hazard. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Played back to the goalkeeper. And the keeper's given it away. Chance! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very...
He gets big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
This ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold. Great chance! Off the post! And the volley. And that is as far as it goes. Chelsea were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I see this guy up in Meccano as a very modern day.
Oh, shooting chance! He scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Quadrado. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Drogba. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Played out wide. Looking for options for movement. And it's played in. Marquinhos tries to clear.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Marquinhos with the clearance. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, played right into his path. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. 15 minutes till half-time. He's in plenty of space here. Referee's given a throw. Elects to cross. Punched away. Drogba. Liverpool were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is a little undercooked. Great vision. Always onto this. He's found the way. Chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's a mighty effort! He scores! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
The goal scorer after 45 minutes is number 10, Edinson Cavani.
Chelsea give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, no joy this time. And referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Corner number 2 then. Henderson! In for the pieces! Corner number 3 coming up. Terrific header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So their 4th corner of the game. Climbs up big! Really well taken goal. And the second half is off to a flyer. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chelsea get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Van der Ven. And it's Cuadrado. Can he get it through? He's in space and looking for options. Hit into the middle. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Chelsea. Oh no, what has happened here? Knocks it into space. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Alisson breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Such good technique.
Cuadrado. Oh, it's played into the area. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
So can they do it again? Oh, what a climb! Goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That pass has been well intercepted. Cleared without hesitation. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Okazaki. Oh, that's superb.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's in on goal. And the finish! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Safdie.
So now we're going to get
Number
those changes
20,
we have been expecting.
Okazaki.
So a couple of front-footed
Coming on the field,
alterations here, a pair
number
of forwards
10,
entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball. Quadrado in acres of space out wide. Big header! They've scored! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And there goes the final whistle. Chelsea have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Solot just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name.
And now I'd just like to read out
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello, everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, John.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Drives it in. He's scored!
Goal! After 6 minutes is number
Liverpool
30.
are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Alexander-Arnold. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now Van de Ven. Quadrado. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, that's the keeper's ball. Chelsea are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Now that looks a decent ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Eto! He's gone for goal! Alexander-Arnold. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's found the way through. Van Bouten is there and he can get that clear. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Defending of the desperate variety. Takes the shot! Oh, nearly. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played backwards here. And that could set him on his way. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's there to make the challenge. Foot in. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That is a great pick out. Alisson gets good distance on it. That's gone for a throw-in. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. In towards the back. It's a mighty effort! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cannavaro,
There will be one
somewhat
minute
off
added
target.
time.
Quadrado is wide and looking to get onto this. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what
And
we've
if you do
seen,
have a
they're
chance
worth their
today,
lead.
please take some
There was
time out to
genuine
give your support
intensity
to our Better
and purpose
Stadium
behind
Fund.
what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Chelsea are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then. Chelsea carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Berbatov. Can he get it through? Now it's Quadrado. He's shifting through the gears here. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Quadrado really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner.
Oh no, what has happened here? Threads one in. Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes. Offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. They want to be quick, and again! And now they can clear their lines. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's Atau! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! He scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Liverpool go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alexander-Arnold. Played in deep. And it's hoisted clear. It'll be a throw-in.
Keep calm and carry on.
Oh, well measured. Bastoni gets across to intercept that.
There were 5 minutes added time.
He's had an attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too...
He rises! Oh, taken with style! And he is away! The launch of a new hero! And time is up. Sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any...
It's a mighty effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Hazard, but it's lofted through here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's made its way to him. Great chance! There it is! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Verona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Inzaghi. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now, can they get him away? And he cuts out the supply. And that has been clubbed away. Chooses to go cross-field. Alexander-Arnold. 15 minutes till half-time. And he's managed to gift it back. Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. Verona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they...
Foden! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Tries to play it through. And this is Lukaku. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Inzaghi. Verona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And this is Lukaku. Oh, it's come loose.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Filippo Inzaghi. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution for Hellas Verona. Number 14, Pedri. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
And we're underway again.
Substitution.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lukaku. And that should get the job done. That is ended up in no man's land. That'll be a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chelsea different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Looking for the run. Brilliantly cut out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Cuadrado. He is through here.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution for Elas Corona. Number 23.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Filippo
And
Inzaghi.
this an opportunity
Number
to pull level.
47, Phil on the field. Number 9, Mbappe. 15, Erling Haaland. Number 20, Messi.
And it's Rijkaard.
Substitution in progress.
What a throw in. Crosses it in here. He rises! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
It's a searching pass. Priol gets it away. That's a good ball out wide. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, they could break here. Olise gets into some space. Hit into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Verona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
It's a promising position.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Just about within shooting range. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
And he skips past his man. And the referee brings it to a close. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Fellow attendees, this is
Your
a
reflections then, Jim.
children's
That's
announcement.
a fairly
Would the father of a
demoralising
boy
loss.
in a
They
yellow
hardly
t-shirt
threatened,
kindly
and this
make
was
his way
about
to the
as
information
insipid
centre?
as it comes.
And all that remains for me is to...